Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach when working with clients. We help gym owners and independent nutrition coaches build successful nutrition programs without reinventing the wheel. I'm your host, Nicole Aucoin, registered dietitian and founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring. In this podcast, we will be teaching you how to take one step at a time to finally feel confident when talking about nutrition to your members and your communities. Today, Ashley Osterman and I are discussing all about increasing engagement with your nutrition program over the summer. Summer usually means change of routine, travel, especially with parents. There are a lot of things that can change during the summer. Change also means sometimes priorities shift, and it can be tough to keep clients engaged during the summer, especially if there are a lot of things going on. What are you doing as a nutrition coach to support your clients during these changes? In this episode, Ashley and I discussed 3 strategies that you should use to help increase engagement and motivation. But at the end, I talk about applying this to increase adherence and some of the things that we work through with our coaches so that they can help their clients on a deeper level. We will get to this episode on increasing engagement right after this message. Are you looking to become a nutrition coach but unsure where to start? Did you know that Healthy Steps Nutrition has a standalone nutrition course called Basics of Nutrition Coaching? It's a CrossFit preferred nutrition course. This course is designed for beginners who are looking to learn more about nutrition and how to coach clients using a habit-based approach. This course teaches you the fundamental skills you need to become an effective nutrition coach, and at the end of the course, you have the opportunity to talk to one of our expert mentors to help you create a plan to take what you learned and apply it to get your nutrition coaching program started. Click the link in the show notes to sign up for the Basics of Nutrition Coaching course today. All right, enjoy this episode on increasing engagement with nutrition with your clients during the summer. Ashley, welcome back to the podcast.
Hey, Nicole. Always great to be on and chatting with you.
Today, we are talking about summer engagement with clients, nutrition clients, gym members. Let's dive in. Goodness, summer is a tough time for people to stay on track sometimes.
Yeah. And it's important, I think, to be proactive about planning for summer and making sure that we are talking with our clients about summertime, because the last thing that we want to happen with our nutrition clients or our gym clients is for them to want to pause during the summer.
When you need the support the most.
Yes.
So, I think you're absolutely right. We have to plan ahead. We have to talk to clients about what is coming up. We need to, tip number 1, the first strategy is we need to help them set some realistic goals in this season based on the circumstances or based on their travel schedule, based on what's going on right now. Because if we don't have realistic goals and clients are not able to be consistent, they're going to feel like they're failing, and no one wants to fail at all. So we need to take a step back and ask clients, okay, going into the summer, what's staying the same with your schedule? What's changing? What is a realistic goal for you? What does success look like for you at the end of the summer?
Absolutely. Because, during the regular time of the year, people might have specific goals for weight loss or for physical activity or for muscle gain or whatever it might be. But a lot of times during the summer, these goals can shift or change, right? Sometimes during the summer, especially with our teacher clients, they have the time off, things are changing, or with our parent clients, they're traveling with kids, or you have family coming into town. Those regular year time goals might not be realistic in this time.
No, I think traveling is something that's happening a little bit more and more. We're talking to clients about that a lot.
Yeah.
And helping them set up a plan so that they're not finding themselves in situations where they're not getting the healthiest options.
Oh, yeah. And especially when we're talking about traveling, are we having a long car ride? Are we going to be flying? How can we help our clients make a plan for success? The last thing you want to be is in a car for several hours and not have a plan and all of a sudden be hangry. Because what are you going to do? you're going to pull into the first fast food drive-through you see and order probably way too much food than you should eat, right? Same thing when it goes for traveling on a plane or a train. If we don't have a plan of how to stay on track and what is realistic for us, chances are we're not going to make the best decisions.
And we can't just ask clients like, okay, what are the goals that you have? Like, we have to actually help them map out the how. And as nutrition coaches, you have more tools in your toolbox of shelf-stable options and things to keep balanced meals and explaining why you want to do that, why you want to have and take the few extra steps to plan ahead so that you do stay satisfied, so that you don't overconsume and end up having that crash in the afternoon because you had too many carbohydrates or you're eating processed foods that your body's not used to. So we want to help clients plan out the how and map out what are some good options to bring with them in this season.
Absolutely. Another thing that we find comes up a lot in the summer is having family in town or going to families' houses. And some of the things that I tend to talk to my nutrition clients about regarding family is, can we talk to the family members? Can we talk and can we figure out a compromise, right? Maybe they're making a barbecue and, a compromise would be to have a salad on the side or make some veggies, roast some veggies. Or maybe sitting down and talking to the family about why you are doing these things, right? Your why behind your goals, but really making sure that we have a plan and that we're open and honest with those family members about our goals, because that's going to make it easier and potentially avoid conflict.
Absolutely. And I think the last thing that we want to talk about was changing circumstances. And we actually were talking about this in our owner mastermind group yesterday, because one of the things that we talked about, we're recording this in May, one of the things that we talked about was a lot of the content that we pushed out this month is regarding alcohol intake and having lower sugar alcohol intake and the unnecessarily calories that come from excessive alcohol intake, and helping clients understand, what you drink is going to affect how you perform, how you recover, how you sleep, progress towards your goals. And if we can help clients get back to the why behind their goals, that emotion, what is the outcome goal? Because that is the motivation to continue and make those tough decisions. I think we have to look at all aspects, and alcohol intake is another thing that changes in the summer for a lot of people. So we want to keep that in mind when we are working with clients.
Absolutely. Along with alcohol is, hydration too. A lot of times, depending on where you live, but if you're in the continental United States, it gets a lot hotter during the summer. We tend to sweat a lot more. So we need to be really mindful of hydrating. Maybe our clients are also involved in some activity outside or even sitting outside watching sports games. You want to make sure that they have a hydration plan as well too. That's something that we should not overlook in the hotter summer months.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about strategy number 2. And, we know that success breeds motivation. And when people feel good inside, they're going to be happier, right?
Yes.
And it goes down to making it fun for your clients and celebrate the wins, which sometimes means you need to get creative with how you communicate with clients, how you interact with them. What is the process for you following up with clients between those in-person meetings? Or are they traveling and missing a meeting, going a little bit further? Can you do something else to ensure that, hey, you're that little bug in their ear, helping them stay on track? Some of the things that we personally love doing is video messages.
Yes, I love sending video messages to my clients. It's such a personal and interactive way. And I think it also shows that, you really took the time and you really do care to shoot a video message versus just send a message. I especially like doing this for my clients when we are having a longer period between meetings, maybe in the summer, and I know they're on that vacation or I know they're at that event, just sending a quick message and reminding them of their goals and to stay on track and let them know I'm here to support them.
Yeah, hey, I hope you have an awesome time on this vacation. Don't forget X, Y, and Z was the thing we talked about for, to help you stay on track during that vacation. Using pictures, emojis, GIFs, there's so many different fun ways to interact with clients besides just sending a text message.
Yes, I actually had a client last summer that I knew she was traveling for a lot of the summer. It was for work. And a lot of situations she was in, food was provided, usually in like a buffet style or a restaurant. So we had a fun challenge over the summer. Send me your interesting plate method concoctions based on what you have. And so she would send me a photo of the different things she would make, half her plate non-starchy veggies, a quarter lean protein, a quarter starch. And it got really fun. She would just send me all these great things that she was eating and then also help keep her on track too. So I think really finding what will work for your clients in that season, and then reminding too that we need to make sure that whatever goals we're supporting them on and making them fun are also realistic.
Have to have some realistic goals for sure. And I think it's okay if clients, progress is not a straight line, right? So you want to make sure that you have that solid foundation with clients so that if they do fall off, you can help scoop them back up and get them back on track, reframe and refocus to help ensure that client is back on the path that they want to be to reach whatever goals they're looking to achieve.
Yeah, and it's totally okay if your clients want to, take a few steps back on goals in the summer. If that's the time of their life that they want to enjoy a little bit more and they're not going to be as focused on X, Y, and Z, that is totally fine and we can still support them. I think one really great goal that I like to talk with my clients about, and making it fun over the summer is when they're traveling, encourage them to start every day with some type of physical activity. It really helps set the tone. It's a pretty easy goal to stick with. You can go for a walk or a run or a swim or go to the exercise room in your hotel or wherever you're staying, something to get them started in a positive light. And it makes the rest of the day that much more productive too. So, there's lots of ways that you can make it fun for your clients over the summer based on what they're doing in their own customized plan.
At the end of the day, you as a coach are in the relationship business. You need to help celebrate those client wins as well. All right, let's talk about the third tip. And as a coach, you provide support and accountability, but you can't be the only one to provide that support for your clients, especially if they are traveling and around different people and different groups of people. So helping your clients identify who those accountability partners are going to be, who is on their side to help them stay on track so that they could bring those people in closer in times when there's crazy things that are happening. If your neighbors are always coming over wanting to drink alcohol with you during the week or on the weekends, can you talk to them about the goals and maybe have some sparkling water or invite some other people that you're hanging out with so that there is a little bit more balance there? We need to identify those accountability partners for our clients and identify how they're going to bring them in closer.
Nicole, I love that you said sometimes, traveling in different circumstances over the summer, we might need to pull in new accountability partners, right? You might have, the circumstances where you're going out of town or out of state and you're going to be around a different group of people. So, really helping your clients identify who those positive support people are going to be in their new circumstances. Also, I love helping my clients identify who is like that contact person that they can kind of have a back and forth with over the summer, right? That accountability partner, maybe somebody who's going to text them or message them on their Fitbit reminding them to get their steps in, or, hey, did you go ahead and do your 2 active days this week? Having that person is so great, and they don't always have to be someone that's, close to you in your immediate surrounding. It could be somebody that's in a different state or someone you find off a Facebook group. Really though, having that person, knowing that you need to show up for somebody else sometimes really helps you stay on track with that goal.
Absolutely. I mean, even for me, I work out at 7 a.m. Most days during the week, and I have someone that I'm working out with. And even when I don't want to go at 7 a.m., I'm going because I don't want to let her down.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, who are those accountability partners helping to identify? Your role as a coach is definitely to provide accountability and support for your clients. Can you schedule those messages? If one of their action steps is, work out 3 times a week, follow up with that for sure. But who are they working out with? Because, at the end of the day, if they're, not having someone that they're relying on, or they're sending that message, hey, I worked out today, we want to be able to provide that support for clients, but we don't want them to be reliant on us to actually get the work done.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the more positive support that your client can have in their life, the more successful they're going to be, the more motivated they're going to be. I mean, research really does show that, having those positive support systems built in and then also helping them find those support systems when they're in changing circumstances is really going to help them stay on track and see those wins. And Nicole, when we see those wins, we continue to be motivated to find more success.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, during the summer and during any season of change, right? When there's different things going on, you just have to be flexible with your approach and figure out what's the most important thing for your client, not necessarily right now, but, looking at long-term and short-term, right? So making sure that they still have that path of the why behind what their long-term goals are, and then helping them set realistic short-term goals in this season. So your job as a nutrition coach during the summer is just as important, if not more important, because we know it's tougher in the summer to stay on track. So, don't forget how you can support your clients, making sure that you're using that client-centered approach, figuring out what does success look like for them? What barriers do they have that they potentially have to overcome, and map out how they're going to overcome them before the actual barrier happens or that actual trigger happens, so that when it does happen, they feel super confident that they can navigate it and handle it in a really productive way. We don't want one bad day to turn into a bad weekend, to turn into a bad month. So let's identify and help clients reframe and refocus if something were to go on off track. We also want to make sure that we're making it fun for those clients, that they know, hey, I'm here to support you. I'm here to provide accountability. I'm your safe place here to help you. And that is my only goal here, is to help you. So make sure that they know that. And then helping your clients identify those accountability partners is something that you don't want to forget, because you cannot be the only person that is providing them support on their journey. I hope you enjoyed this episode. When coaching clients and increasing engagement during seasons of change, you have to remember that client-centered approach. It's not about just giving them more resources. It's about refocusing and redirecting your clients to their why and understanding the motivation for the change so that you can help refocus and redirect. It really starts with understanding the real why behind their goals. If your client's looking to lose weight, oftentimes it's not to lose the weight. I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. I want to feel confident in my skin. I want to be a better example of my kids. We have to get to that core, because that is the foundation of motivation in getting your clients to change. Remember, success leads to motivation. So we also have to focus on those bright spots and figure out what is something that's going well. Let's build momentum off of that. And during seasons of change, we have to sometimes get creative to figure out what is going well so that we can find those wins. Every little win is still a win. As a coach, you have an amazing opportunity to help someone transform their health and their life. Don't underestimate the value that you can provide in that transformation and how amazing someone will feel once they've reached the goals that they're looking to achieve. For more resources and to learn how to partner with Healthy Steps Nutrition and HSN Mentoring to become a coach and launch an awesome nutrition program, click the link in the show notes. HSN Mentoring has a standalone course as well as a comprehensive mentoring program to provide you all of the tools and resources to launch a successful nutrition program and grow it and scale it. So click the link in the show notes if you want to learn more about how we can help you today. One more thing, I have an ask for you. Are you loving this podcast? Please take a second to leave us 5 stars and write a review. This allows this podcast to reach more people so that more people can be inspired and help others with nutrition coaching. We will see you back here in 2 weeks. During the summer, we are going to alternate episodes with the Nutrition Made Simple podcast, that client-facing podcast, and this one. So Grow Your Nutrition Business will come out every 2 weeks. In the alternating weeks, you can find an episode on Nutrition Made Simple. These are great podcasts for nutrition coaches because it's going to give you more tools in your toolbox to help your clients. All right, we'll see you back here soon.